Wild's last couple innings there, what was, after Brosman gives it up and you go to the bottom of the ninth, what was just sort of the mood in the dugout at that point?
Even though we lost the lead there in the ninth, you feel good about your chances with what's coming up that inning. And obviously we saw the results there right there after one batter. But yeah, I think that's this group, man. They never give up. They're never out of game. And as soon as they got back in the dugout, they were like, "All right, let's do it right here." So having each other's back, and like I said, they're never out of a game, and it's a good feeling. So yeah, we gave up the lead, but got right back. I thought Brazovan did a hell of a job settling in after that leadoff homer in the ninth, and gave us a chance, and we ended up winning the game.
That attitude, obviously Lindor was the one to hit it tonight, but how much does he just embody that in general?
Lindor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why he's an elite player and a special player, because the moment is never too big for him. He knows what's at stake, and he lives for those moments, and he came through again today. Special player, special person, and he came through once again.
Run.
As much as you see how great he is day in and day out, do games like this and endings like this define him?
Well, there's a lot that defines him. Not only moments like this, but as soon as he gets to the ballpark, he's impacting people in a positive way. Just his presence, his interactions, the way he pushes people, the way he encourages people. And not only players, but coaches, support staff, everyone in this building. His presence, you could feel it every time he's around, and I'm glad I have him.
Abby?
That was his 250th home run. What does it take for a player like him to get to that kind of spot?
Well, it takes a lot. He says that he's been in the league for a long time, having success. It's not easy, and especially playing a premium position the way he does it at the elite level. And on top of that, you add the offense, and not just adding average or hitting for power. Not too many shortstop in the history of the game. There's only few, and he's halfway through it. I think we're witnessing a special player and a special career here.
What did Brosman do so well that allowed him to settle in and strike out those next three?
Yeah, other than that pitch, it was good to see him going right after hitters. We saw it last year how personal he takes it, and he gets down. And to watch him do that today, even though he gave up the lead, he gave us a chance. He kept making pitches. He attacked and got 3 outs and got back. Got the team back in the dugout. And like I said, it was good to see.
Andy?
A couple minutes ago, you described a feeling of confidence that you felt with the team that they'd be able to come back, a good chance to come back. That sounds like something you might have described the last couple months of last year. Are you noticing that confidence or that culture starting to carry over? Because obviously it was no guarantee one year to the next.
Yeah, every year is different. Even though we have a lot of the same guys that were here last year and went through a lot, you could sense, you could feel it. And I'm gonna go back to that game that we won in Miami when we were down in the 8th and Pete hit a 3-run homer and we ended up winning an extra. That for me was like, all right, here we go again. And we came back again in the 8th inning in Minnesota. We just didn't get the job done that day, but we got back, against a pretty good arm. And when you got a lot of good players, a deep lineup, you know that you a couple of guys away from having the time run on the plate or just having quality at bats after quality at bats and passing the baton and things like that, and that's a good feeling.
Manny?
Just wanted to get your reaction on just Juan Soto hitting that game-tying single and just the reaction from the crowd. I think they gave him a standing ovation before that. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, that's who we are. That's who the Mets fans are. They're always going to be behind their players, and we feel it, and the other teams feel it. I'm pretty sure Juan felt it, and it was good for him to come through. He's a really good player too. And it was good to see. We've seen it so many times here with a lot of our players, especially when they're struggling or it's not easy for them. And when you could feel the reaction from the fan base, and in this case, standing ovation. We saw it last year with Lindor, and he took off after that. I'm not saying that's going to be the case all the time, but not only we feel it, but the other team feel it. So it's good to have that type of support.
And just what are you seeing from Max Kranick that's allowing him to be so successful here?
Throwing strikes, using all of his pitches, the fastball, the slider, attack. Not afraid to come in and attack. He did it again today. Runner at second base, 1 out when he came in, I think he was, and gave us multiple innings, which is huge. Not only coming in and getting outs, but giving us, multiple innings every time we're asking him or we're giving him the ball. So he's been a huge piece in that bullpen.
A little up and down. How did you feel about your outing tonight?
Yeah, I mean, there were some good things and there were some things to work on, and so great team win. Louis did a great job back there, and the bullpen picked me up, and the offense came through. So yeah, great team win, and move on to the next one.
Where were you for Lindor's home run there?
I was in the bathroom, and I heard Howie's call and came running out, and I was able to see it on the delay. So yeah.
That's homer 250 for Francisco. What do you think, just watching him play with him the last few years, just watch the type of career he's put together for you guys?
It's been unbelievable. Comes in every day, same guy, good or bad, and he does a lot for this team on every side of the ball. Does a lot in the clubhouse, and so it's special to have someone like that as a teammate for as long as I've had, and continue to look forward to playing with him, and love having him at short.
How would you describe what he does in the clubhouse?
I mean, I think he's got a good feel for what's going on. I think he obviously has a lot of leadership in him, and he takes on that role really well, and doesn't hurt being the best shortstop in the game. So, yeah, he's a great guy, great person, amazing player, and so glad to have him as a teammate.
You guys were down 2-0, 3-2, and then you gave up the home run directly top of the line. Is that the type of team you want to be? That the offense can kind of always, bound to come back again?
Yeah, I mean, I think the group as a whole has the mentality that we're never out of a game, no matter what the difference is. If we're ahead, we're trying to finish that game and get away with the win. And if we're behind, we're fighting our way back until the last out's recorded. So. No surprise that they were on their pitching staff the entire game, and yeah, just amazing to see them come through inning after inning and be able to get that win.
You guys had a lot of comebacks, walk-offs last season. Mendoza just said that he thinks maybe some of the resilience and the magic from last season is finally starting to spill over right now. Is that somewhat accurate? Do you guys have that same feeling that you had last year?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of the same pieces that really instilled that last year, and so I think it's obviously a new team and a new year, and we've got to find ourselves. But yeah, I think it definitely hit a lot sooner than it did last year, and I think we know what we have in this room. We know how talented we are, and how convicted we are with our work. So yeah, it just doesn't matter who's over there. We're going to go after them and try and win every ball game we play.
Looked like you knew you had that one.
Yeah. As soon as I hit it, I hit it with everything I had. So if that one didn't go, I'm gonna run out of luck.
What is that feeling like? Your first walk-off homer with the Mets. What is that feeling like to just kind of know you got it there?
It felt fantastic because I knew we were gonna win. The guys did a fantastic job today. You have Peterson that kept us in the game. He pitched fantastic. You have Kranick coming in with a guy on second base. You have Tyrone hitting a triple, Pete triple, Soto. Hitting with people on base. That was huge. Torrance. So it's just it felt like a fantastic team win. So like at the end, when you help the team win after all the guys did all this stuff that I mentioned, it felt really good.
What does number 250 mean to you? If anything.
It's a great number. It's a number I never thought I was gonna get to. As a little kid, I just wanted to play baseball on TV somewhere. So my mom and dad can watch me. It's pretty cool. It's really cool. I'm blessed. I thank the good Lord for it, and a lot of good teammates that had helped me and hitting coaches that have helped me along the way, and to my dad that he never thought I could hit. So that's good. That's good.
Can you describe just what the feeling was in the dugout when Razabon gave up the game-tying home run? You guys come in, it's you, Soto, Alonso up. Like, what was the feeling in the dugout there?
Yeah. First of all, you got to give it to Razabon. You know, it's just first batter, boom, home run, and then he stuck with it. He came back, he attacked the strike zone, he got the guys out, give us a chance to come back, and just with one swing we could win it. So hats off to him. And then the dugout was just a matter of everybody knew that we had a fantastic opportunity to make something special. Everyone here understands that we got to compete, we got to grind, we got to play 27 outs, and the game's not over until it's actually over. So hitting coaches were prepared. I came in the dugout, they told me what to look for and how to approach it. And it felt pretty cool when I hit it and looked to the dugout, everybody's running wild like we're all little kids.
Leading off there, you didn't have much prep time. Did you know much about Fernandez other than what the coaches told you?
I have plenty of prepped. I was prepped. I was ready. You know, you study the night before. You have hitters meeting. The coaches prep you. I was ready. I was ready for the moment, and I'm sure Soto was going to be ready. If I didn't, Pete was definitely ready. You know, they had to come to me because I have great hitters behind me. And they know Soto can do a fantastic job. He's one of the best hitters in the league. And then if I don't get it done, Pete, Soto gets it done. If Soto doesn't get it done, Pete gets it done.
As you see it land and then you start circling the base.
I didn't see it land.
No?
I kept my face in the dugout with the guys, high five Winker, and then I focused on Antoine at first base. I don't even know where the ball landed. I knew it was going to be a home run. So it's just no reason to.
What are you thinking at that point or feeling?
We won. We get to go home. I'm done with this cold weather. But you just keep your composure. High five to Antoine. Just enjoy the moment. Be present. Just step by step. Do a little thing to the bullpen. We get to go home.
Francisco, you mentioned Soto getting hit earlier. You struggled here in the beginning when you first came here. What was it like to see kind of the crowd react to him coming to the plate there?
Yeah, I mean, the crowd is embracing Soto, and I love that. I love that they're embracing him because he's going to be with us for a very long time. He's a fantastic teammate, fantastic player. So I'm just, I know at any point he's going to make something happen. You know, every at bat for him, it feels like he's in every at bat. He doesn't waste any at bats, and to see him come through, kind of expect it. You know, he's that good. It's like every at bat, you know, he's going to make something happen. And I'm glad that he was able to come through today. You know, he picked me up. He got that bat. He was a pop up, and he comes in, base hit. You know, RBI. That's what it's all about. You know, it's passing the baton. I'm happy that the fans are embracing him and showing him love because he deserves it.
We talked to you a lot after the first week or so. I guess this is going to be another slow start. How do you avoid that? How have you managed to avoid it?
Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment. Don't let what happened yesterday affect what's going to happen today. Don't let the at-bat before affect what's going to happen in the next at-bat. You know, every at-bat is different. Every game is different. And just pass the baton. Like I said, I have Soto, Pete behind me. They're really, really good. So just focus on the process, and the results are going to come.
Mendoza noticed that you're always encouraging everyone around you. How important is it to you to not just talk the talk, but back it up in moments like this?
It's very important. You know, I'm not a big fan of teammates that just talk the talk and they don't do what they're supposed to do. You know, so I take it very personal. I take it very too hard. If I talk, I mean it. You know, I'm not just gonna talk just for the sake of it. He was one of the guys that I think he might be one of the most optimistic guys that we have. And he kept on saying, we're going to win this game, we're going to win this game. And I'm like, yeah, we will. And Viento goes out there, has a great at-bat, home run again, kept us in the game. And Torres does what he does. It was good. You know, he's one of those that you can't just talk and not walk the path that you talk.